Okay, this worksheet is about percent compositions, and this video is going to show you how to do the worksheet and how to find percent composition. So you either got this on 124, which is a Wednesday, or yesterday, 123's assignment. Because in midterms, I saw different classes at different periods on different days. In order to do percent, the formula is always this. These are just examples. You don't have to do any work actually up there, but it's part over whole times 100. Okay, so this whole, when it comes to talking about percent composition of compounds, they want the total mass of whatever compound they give you. Okay, the total mass of a compound, if you're looking for mass, where do you think you're going to look for mass? Okay, you're going to find mass on a periodic table. And the part is how much each one weighed individually. And remember, a percent should always add up to 100. So we're going to go ahead and look at number 1. Cu Br times 2. Because if you look, there's a tiny little subscript right here. Subscripts, you multiply by whatever it's attached to. Now if there's parentheses, you multiply everything inside the parentheses. This is by itself though. So we need to find the whole. And to find the whole, you need the total mass of the compound. We will be finding 2%. Okay, we need to find the percent for copper and for 2 BRs. So I'm going to have to go to my periodic table for copper. Copper's atomic number 29, and it weighs 63.5. And bromine weighs 79.9. But there's 2 bromines. I need to multiply that by 2 on my calculator. So 2 bromines weigh 159.8. So I need to add the 159.8 plus 63.5. A lot of students ask, do I round? Do I round up, down? Do I have to keep decimals? You can try to keep at least 2 numbers after the decimal. You don't want to round up to a whole number. It doesn't mean that you're going to get it right or wrong compared to somebody else, but everyone's number in the classroom won't be the same exact number. Your goal is always to get a percent to be at 100%. If it's not at 100 or 99, then you need to redo your math. So by adding these together, I'm going to get 223. So CuBr2, together the entire compound weighs 223.3. That is my whole in the formula. So that's going on the denominator for both of them. According to the percent, it's whole divided by each part. Okay, so that was my whole, 223.3. Copper alone weighed 63.5. And then bromine weighed 159.8. Now if you just look at the masses, copper was 63, bromine, 2 of them was 159.8. Who do you think is going to have a higher percentage of mass? Who takes up most of the mass? Okay, just take a guess and then we'll see at the end if that's correct. So I'm going to do copper first. 63.5 divided by 223.3, and then you need to times these by 100. I left that off. That's how it is in decimal form, but when I hit times 100, copper, the percentage is 28.44. Okay, now let's go to bromine. 2 of them was 159.8 divided by the total mass of the compound. Don't forget to times by 100. That gives me 71.56%. Let's check if I'm right. I'm going to add these together, and I get 100. You don't always get 100%. I'm going to do one more for you, number 3. Excuse me. On number 3, I'm going to help you do that one. It might be a little bit more challenging because there are subscripts and there's parentheses. After this one, after practicing, you should be able to do it on your own. You can always come in during lunch tutoring, just get a pass for me. Again, to find the percent, we need to find the total mass, okay? The entire weight of the entire compound, because that's the denominator. That's what goes on the very bottom, the whole. Okay, so I need to add that all up. How many n's do I have? 2. And then h's. I have 8, because again, if there's a subscript outside parentheses, it goes for both of them and it gets multiplied. Nitrogen didn't have anything on it, so there's just 2. There's no subscript. Hydrogen, however, has 4 hydrogens already, so you must multiply 2 by 4 to get 8 hydrogens. And there's nothing on sulfur, so it's just 1 sulfur. You look to the periodic table. Nitrogen is atomic number 7, and it weighs 14.007, but we have 2 of them. You need to multiply that by 2. Hydrogen weighs 1.008. You have 8 of them, so multiply it by 8. Sulfur is atomic number 16 and weighs 32.066, and we only have 1 of them. So we are just going to add it all together. First, I'm going to get my multiplication out of the way. 14.007 times 2 gives me 28.014. And you don't have to carry over every single number after the decimal. You could have put 28.0, 28, or 28.01 would have been fine. Hydrogen, there's 8 of them, so you get 8.06, or you can put 8.1. And then sulfur, there's just 1 of them, so you leave it the same. Just leave it 32. I'm going to add all 3 of these numbers. And that's my whole. This entire compound weighs 68.144. That will go on the bottom. Now there's 3 different elements. That means I need 3 different percents. A percent for nitrogen, for hydrogen, and for sulfur. On the bottom goes the whole. You times by 100 the entire thing. And what the part is what they individually weighed by themselves. So sulfur was 32.06, hydrogen 8, nitrogen 28. Just looking at these numbers, who's going to have the highest percentage? Whoever has the most mass, so it should be sulfur, and we'll see what we get. Nitrogen weighed 28, hydrogen 8.1, sulfur 32.1. And I just plug everything into the calculator. 28 divided by 68.14, that's decimal form, times 100 gives me 41.09%. Hydrogen 8.1 divided by 68.14, and decimal is 0.118 times 100 gives me 11.89%. Sulfur is our last one, and that gives me 0.47 times 100 is 47 point, you can put 11 if you want. Let's see if this gives us 100 if we add these all together, or very close to it. I get 100%. That's how you break those down. If you need help, you can come and see me. You want to first get the entire weight first, and then divide each element respectively on top of it. So the entire mass of the compound goes on the bottom. And then whatever each element weighed goes on the top. And then you divide and multiply by 100. I hope that was helpful. You can rewatch the video or come and see me, like I said, during lunch.